Mini PCs in 2026 are not playing around anymore. Some of these things are smaller than a console, quieter than your laptop, but somehow powerful enough to replace a full desktop. So in this video, I'm breaking down the top 5 best mini PCs of 2026, what they're good at, who they're for, and which ones actually make sense to buy right now. Let's get started. Geekom A9 Max. Let's start with the STR9 Max because this is one of those mini PCs that just feels right. It doesn't try to look flashy or aggressive. The design is simple, compact, and clean, with a frost silver finish that blends easily into almost any desk setup. It's the kind of mini PC you forget is even there, until you actually start using it. Inside, it runs on the AMD Ryzen 7 255, an 8-core 16-thread Zen 4 processor, boosting up to 4.9 GHz. In everyday use, it feels fast and responsive. Multitasking is smooth, apps open quickly, and it handles productivity or creative work without drama. The Radeon 780M integrated graphics is still very capable too. Light gaming, casual editing, and smooth 4K video playback are all well within its comfort zone. Out of the box, you're getting 32 GB DDR5 5600 MHz RAM and a 1 TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD. What makes this interesting is the upgrade headroom. You can push the RAM up to 256 GB and expand storage up to 8 TB, which is honestly rare for a mini PC at this size. Connectivity is solid with USB 4, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, and triple display support. The standout feature, though, is the 10 GB per second Ethernet. Perfect for fast file transfers or home lab setups. Users often praise how quiet and stable it stays. At around $899, this is a very safe and smart pick. Now, if you want something that feels more future-focused, let's move on. Geekom A9 Max. Next up is the A9 Max, and this one immediately feels more modern. The design is super compact with a full metal body and a premium silver finish. It's VESA mountable too, which means you can hide it behind your monitor and keep your desk clean and minimal. Visually, it feels polished and expensive. Performance is where it really stands out. It's powered by the AMD Ryzen AI 9HX 370, boosting up to 5.1 GHz with up to 80 TOPS of AI performance. In real-world use, everything feels fast. Multitasking, creative apps, and even AI tools run smoothly. It comes with 32 GB DDR 56 MHz desktop RAM and a 2 TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD, so you're not constantly thinking about upgrades right away. Besides, the A9 Max mini computer packs serious power with AMD's Radeon 890M integrated graphics. Esports titles like Valorant or CS2 run well at 1080p, and media output supports up to 8K. Connectivity is stacked. USB 4, dual HDMI 2.1, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, and dual 2.5 GB. Cooling is handled by Ice Blast 2.0, and it stays surprisingly quiet even under load. User feedback is very positive, especially about performance and build quality. At around $199, it's not cheap, but it feels future-ready. If that already feels powerful, the next one goes even harder. GMK T1. Alright, let's talk about the EVO T1 because this mini PC is basically a workstation in disguise. From the outside, it still looks compact and clean, but internally it's on a completely different level. This thing is powered by the Intel Core Ultra 9285H, boosting up to 5.4 GHz with a hybrid 16-core design made for heavy multitasking and demanding workloads. Right out of the box, it comes with a massive 96 GB DDR 55600 MHz RAM and a 2 TB PCIe 4.0 SSD. On top of that, you get 3 M.2 slots, which means storage expansion is not a problem at all. This setup is perfect for creators, developers, or anyone running server-style workloads. Graphics are handled by Intel Arc 140T, which is solid for modern games, 4K editing, AV1 encoding, and Intel QuickSync acceleration. One standout feature here is Oculink. If you plan to use an external GPU, this gives you better bandwidth and lower latency than Thunderbolt. You also get quad display support up to 8K, USB 4, Wi-Fi 6, and dual 2.5 GB Ethernet LAN. Users often mention how quiet and stable it stays under heavy load. At around $1,470, this is clearly for power users, but it delivers. But if your focus is AI and long-term relevance, the next one hits differently. MINISFORUM AI X1 Pro 370. Next up is the X1 Pro 370, a mini PC that feels very purpose-built. The design is clean, silver, and professional, giving strong workstation vibes. It doesn't try to look like a gaming machine, it's clearly meant to work. Inside, it runs on the AMD Ryzen AI9HX 370 with 12 cores and 24 threads, boosting up to 5.1 GHz. The highlight here is AI performance, delivering up to 80 toes total with 50 toes coming from the NPU alone. That makes it fully Copilot ready and ideal for local AI tasks. It comes loaded with 96 GB DDR5 RAM and a 2 TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD, plus extra M2 slots, allowing up to 12 TB of total storage. Graphics are handled by the Radeon 890M, which is strong enough for 1080 pixel gaming, content creation, and smooth 4K workflows. Display support is excellent with up to 4 monitors via HDMI, DisplayPort, and USB 4. You also get OCU links for external GPUs, dual 2.5 GB Ethernet LAN, Wi-Fi 7, and Bluetooth 5.4. Users praise its quiet operation and reliability. At around $1,487.90, it's expensive, but it feels like a serious long-term machine. And finally, let's end with something absolutely wild. ROG Nuke. Last on this list is the ROG Nuke, and this one plays in a completely different league. This isn't just a mini PC, it's a full gaming machine packed into a tiny 3L chassis. The design is pure ROG. Matte black, subtle RGB, and a premium aggressive feel without going over the top. Inside, it's powered by an Intel Core Ultra 9 Series 2 processor paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 mobile GPU. Gaming performance is no joke here. You get DLSS, ray tracing, and smooth 4K gameplay in a form factor that's smaller than most consoles. It comes with 32 GB DDR 564 MHz RAM and a 2 TB NVMe SSD, and both are upgradable. Cooling uses a triple fan setup with dual vapor chambers, and surprisingly, it stays relatively quiet under load. Connectivity is also solid with Thunderbolt 4, HDMI, DisplayPort, and plenty of USB ports. User reviews highlight the insane performance and compact size, but the price is heavy. At around $3,199, this is not for everyone. But if you want true desktop-level gaming power in a mini PC, this is it.